Hello students, so we are continuing with the chapter advertising and brand promotion, and today we are going to study about different advertising medias. So advertising media, first of all, what it is. So here is the definition that advertising media refers to the channels through which advertisements flow or the channels through which advertisements are conveyed to the buyers, that is known as advertising media. So these are very common. You all have seen these advertising medias and they are used in our day-to-day lives. So first advertising media is newspapers. They are very popular and very widely used medium of advertising. Widely used means maximum at I think 80 or 90% people they daily see the newspapers. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of this media? First of all, advantages, it has a wide circulation, means it can reach to any number of people. Second is it has a wide coverage, cost per reading is low. Why the coverage is wide? Because it is only for 3-4 rupees, so anybody can purchase a newspaper. Then next is this, there is continuity as the message can be repeated daily. So if you're giving advertisement in a newspaper, you can repeat that advertisement as many times as you want in that newspaper. Then there is also flexibility, as you can read the message whenever you want. Even if you don't want to read it in the morning, you can read it at any time you want. Alright. Then the message can also be modified. If today the advertisement is not proper, in the next newspaper you can ask the newspaper agencies to make changes, whatever changes are there, and those changes can be made frequently. Regional newspapers can also be used for selected areas, and in those newspapers regional advertising is done. Now coming to the disadvantages of this media, first is it has a very short life, because if the newspaper is wet, it will be of no use. If it's burnt, if it's of no use. Alright. Then next is most people do not pay attention to the advertisements in newspapers because they are reading the newspaper to read about the news. So they ignore the advertisements given. Then there is limited scope for art and color because limited columns are available for advertisement and you cannot express much of yourself as an advertiser in the newspaper. And the biggest disadvantage is that the illiterate people, they cannot read the newspapers. So for every media or every channel that you are reading, you have to understand and learn the advantages and disadvantages. Now our second media today is radio. You all have seen radios. How advertised it is? Telecasted in the audio way. So first of all, it is a wide coverage because it can reach anywhere. Illiterate people can also listen through it because they don't have to read anything. Then next is voice, tone and music can also be used here, which was not possible in newspapers. So for advertising, you can make use of voice and music, and people can listen the advertisement while at work also, means they are doing the work also, and at the same time they can listen to the advertisement, which was not possible in case of newspapers. It also suffers from certain disadvantages. First is it is costlier than the newspapers. It has a short life. After some time, it may go through some mechanical or technical problems and you might have to change it. Then next is people may fail to listen due to noise. It is also possible noise and other disturbances are there because of network issues. So it is possible that the advertisement cannot be understood properly and there is lack of flexibility in this case. Then next media is television. So first of all, television is considered to be the most effective media of advertisement. It is more effective because here you are listening to the audio as well as visual displays also there. So both picture and sound is there. Then next is the message can be repeated as many times as the advertiser wants. The same ad you can see on the television so many times, right? Then next is there is selectivity in terms of time, means the advertising company can determine for how long they want to display the ad. For 10 seconds, 20 seconds, they can be selective in this. And illiterate people can also be reached through television. Even the advertisements can be understood by the illiterate people. Now coming next to the disadvantages, it is costlier as compared to newspaper and radio, as we all know. It has a short life because after the advertisement is gone and you don't watch it again, then it might be erased from your memory. Then next is the message has to be as per the limitations and regulations, means you cannot promote a very long advertisement on television because there are certain time limitations. The next is films. How are films used as an advertising media? So when you go to watch a movie in cinemas, in PVRs or PVS, then when you go to watch the movie, there is an interval in between, right? And at that time, what is shown? Advertisements are shown. So in this way, films are used as an advertising media. So what are the advantages? It is effective because combined effect of spoken words and visuals are there, which is same as television. Then next is it has a wide coverage because so many people are watching it at one time, so you can convey your message to a large number of people at one time only. And the advertisement can be shown in selected cinemas. It is not necessary that in every cinema you have to show that advertisement. So according to the different cities or regions, you can show the advertisement. Excuse me. This also suffers from the following disadvantages. It is very expensive because the tickets, you all know, when you go to see a movie, the tickets are very expensive. So advertisers also have to pay huge amounts to the cinema halls for their advertisements. Then next is wastage, as very few people are present when the film slide is shown. When there is intermission in between, most of the people, what they do, they move out of the cinema hall for some time. So those advertisements are not noticed by all the people. Then next is there is lack of flexibility and timeliness. This you will find in all the medias. Alright, lack of flexibility and timeliness. Then next is direct mail. Now what happens in direct mail? In this, a list is prepared of the buyers and it is a mailing list to whom you will send the advertisement through mails. And then letters, booklets and folders containing detailed information about the product are sent to those buyers through couriers or through post. These are sent to the potential buyers. The next is advantages. First advantage is it is a selective medium because you don't have to show the advertisement to everybody. The mailing list that you have prepared, those people only will get those advertisements. So it is selective. Then next is it is very inexpensive. When through mail advertisement it's sent to a person, they can easily open up and see it. They don't have to spend money for it. Then there is personal appeal because the customer feels that personally that advertisement has been sent to that particular consumer. Secrecy is there because only the one who has the email ID, they can only open it. So next is convenience, means they can read it at any time whenever they want. It has a long life because it remains saved in the emails. Now coming to the disadvantages. First is it has a limited coverage because it is not shown to a large number of people at one time. Only the one who is having their email ID, only they can see it. The next is it is not suitable for unbranded and non-standardized products. Only those products which are known by the consumers, those advertisements can be sent here. But unbranded products which are new or which are not known in the market, it is not suitable for those. Sometimes it also happens that people do not pay attention to those advertisements and they do not even read it or open it. It is difficult to prepare and update the mailing list. It is difficult for the advertisers to prepare a mailing list and it is of no use for the illiterate people. Then next is outdoor advertising. It is a very old medium. What happens in this? When you go on roads, you must have seen posters on walls, you must have seen huge billboards, neon signs, some advertisements on the walls or signboards. These are all known as outdoor advertising. So what are the advantages of outdoor advertising? First is it attracts attention. When you go outside, you are going through a vehicle or walking, you can easily get attracted towards a poster, right? So it catches the attraction of people. It has a long life. It can stay for a longer time. It has a wide appeal, means most of the people can see it at one time. Selected in terms of geographical coverage, means if you want to place the poster or the billboard in a particular geographical area, you can place it there only. You need not place it everywhere in the country. Then what are the disadvantages? It cannot convey detailed information, means only the advertisement is there, the name of the advertiser or the sponsor is there, certain phone numbers are there. Besides that, detailed message cannot be displayed here. It has low retention value and temporary appeal. Low retention value means when you see a billboard or a poster and you pass by it, then it is possible that you may even forget what you just saw. Then it is considered harmful to natural landscape and potential road hazard, because many people, if they are not careful while driving and they're watching the posters and billboards, it is possible that they might meet with an accident. So they are considered harmful. The next type of advertising is internet or online advertising, which is very common. You all use Google, Yahoo, Rediff, and you all see that in between certain advertisements pop up there, right? And this is a very common and a quick way of advertising various products, and such advertisements are known as advergames. Advertisements which are given on video games are known as advergames. Then coming to the advantages of internet advertising, it has a wide coverage because it can reach to a large number of people at a time. Then it can be very powerful because you can use text, you can use sounds, you can use pictures and animations. It also provides opportunity for creativity. You can be creative in presenting your advertisement. Then it can be targeted to a specific customer groups. It is not necessary that you have to show it to all the people in the city or country. If you want to show it to a certain group of people, you can show it to that certain group. Then customers can also respond quickly. However, in case of television or newspaper, the customer cannot respond, but here the customer has the opportunity to place the order quickly as soon as he sees the advertisement. It increases the brand recall, means the brand name means it creates goodwill for the brand. It is a two-way communication because the consumer is not only watching the advertisement, but he can at the same time convey his request, or if he wants to place order, he can place his order at the same time. So it is two-way. It is more effective, cheaper as compared to other traditional medias. Others which we read just now, they were traditional medias. And it is more targeting and tracking. It keeps a track of the customers. Now, what are the disadvantages of it? First is it has limited scope, as most of the customers are there who still are not using internet. They do not know how to use, or they do not have access to internet, especially in villages. Then next is the consumers are increasingly declining online ads, as these are intrusive. So people, they don't want to see the ads online because they are doing either some work or they are busy in some task, so they just neglect these ads. Then next is there is overload of advertising on internet. Sometimes there are so much advertisements that people, they get irritated with those advertisements and then they don't pay attention. Then next is, in order to advertise online, the company has to hire professionals, and for that company has to give a lot of money to the professional besides paying for the advertisement. Next is social media. This is another advertising media. Now, what do you mean by social media? All these websites where you chat with people, where you are introduced to people, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, like LinkedIn. These are all social medias. Here also advertising is done. So the advertising has following advantages here. It can be targeted to a specific customer groups, not to all the people. It has a greater visibility. Instagram is a great tool for visual storytelling. You all know, because you all use it, right? Then next is it has a very wide reach. It can reach to a large number of people. It is less costly, interactive. You can respond. More details can be given in the ads. It is fast and it's easy to measure the effectiveness of the ads. Now we are going to read about the factors that influence the choice of advertising media. Means, what are the things which a advertising company has to consider before selecting the advertising media. Suppose if you have a company, advertising company, and you want to advertise your product. So you can use any advertising media, whether television, newspaper, radio, but you will have to keep certain things in mind. What are those things? First is nature of the product, right? So consumer products, you have read about consumer products and industrial products. Consumer products are the daily use products, which are directly used by the consumers. So they are of daily use and they require a wide appeal for advertising. So for consumer products, it is considered that newspapers, radio and TV are more useful because there is both visual display, there is audio display, and you can connect to the consumers through these means of advertising. However, in industrial products, which are used by industries for the production of some other goods, here generally the advertisements are given in journals or direct mail because they are only for the people who are involved in industrial tasks and not for general consumers. The next is location and size of the market. These are very important points, because like if you want to convey the message to a large number of people at one time only, then films, outdoor media, which you read just now, and regional newspapers, they are of very much importance. Newspapers, radio and television are preferable when the market is large and geographically scattered. Then next is what type of message you want to convey. If the message is short, then TV or radio should be selected. Whereas if the message is lengthy, then newspaper should be selected. Because if you will use TV or radio for lengthy messages, then you will have to pay a lot of money to the people who will allow you to give the advertisements, organizers or the companies. All right. And moreover, there is also a time limit on television and radio for advertisement. So you cannot exceed that time limit. So if your message is lengthy, you should display it through newspapers or direct mail. Then coverage of media. When the message you want to convey, you want to cover a large number of people, then newspapers, radio and television are suitable. Whereas if you want to convey to a limited number of people, then magazines or direct mail is good. Then next is cost. Radio, TV and films, they are costlier. So if your company is doing good and you can afford, you can display it on these mediums. If your company is not very much financially sound, you can display your advertisement through newspapers. There are various other factors which have to be considered while deciding the advertising media. These are the main ones. So you all learn these and do the given work in your registers. Thank you.